Echo these words and listen to the sound in the final position. Session.
Session.
That's not what I said. Session.
Session.
Tension.
Tension.
What sound do you hear in the final position? Shun. Let's look and see what's making the shun sound in these words.
S-I-O-N.
S-I-O-N. Now echo these words and listen for the sound that's the same in the final position. Fusion.
Fusion.
Version.
Version.
What do you hear in the final position?
Jun.
Jun. Let's look and see what's making the jun sound.
S-I-O-N.
S-I-O-N. That's right. The letters S-I-O-N can make both the shun and jun sounds. What do you think the letters S-I-O-N are called? Rayleigh, what do you think? Got? Jacelyn, what do you think?
Final stable syllable.
Final stable syllable. Very good. Even though final stable syllable S-I-O-N can make two different sounds, the only difference is that the letter S is voiced in one and unvoiced in the other. So, how do I code final stable syllables?
With a bracket.
With a bracket.
And
Accent right before, right?
Fusion.
Okay. What else do I need to do to code these words? Take.
But on version, put a bracket. What is it? A mark. No.
arc.
Yeah, an arc under ER.
Okay, very good. Brianna, what do I need to do on a different word here? What else have we got?
Season.
That's not season.
Session.
Session. What do you think?
Sushi.
Breathe above the E, because I've got a
Sushi.
consonant still in that same syllable. That's why it's short. Maya, what do I need to do?
Tension. Put a breathe over
Sushi.
Okay, breathe above the E. Jacob, what do I need to do for my last one? Oh, I've got an open accented U. How do I code that? How do I code it?
Put a macron.
Macron. Fusion. Fusion. Okay.
Like you feel somebody. I don't know.
So, something that might help you remember which sound the S-I-O-N is going to make is they're going to say shun after any consonant except for an R. And if they're after an open vowel, it's going to say jun. So after S, N, D, whatever else, it's going to be shun. But after an R or after a vowel, it'll be jun. Okay? There's something special that happens when a word contains the letter I and a final stable syllable. Sometimes. Let's take a look at one. First thing I need to do, I've got a what?
Bracket.
A bracket. And I put my accent there. So now I've got an open accented I. I'm going to code that with a macron. What would that say? Vision. Is that a word you've ever heard before?
No.
No, it's vision. Sometimes the I acts a little bit funny with the final stable syllable, and even though it should be long, it's short. So if you try it long and it doesn't make sense, try a short I and see if that fixes it for you. Okay? You'll have to make sure that you read after you code to see if it works. Okay, we're going to have some new picture cards to go along with final stable syllable S-I-O-N. The first one makes the shun sound, and it is a place where missionaries work, or it can be a trip to a foreign country, or a trip to outer space, or
Spaceship.
no, it has mission.
Mm.
A mission. My other one that goes with sion is something that most people have in their homes, usually in their living room. Television. Can't just be TV, because that won't help us remember jen. But it is a television. Alright, we are going to practice spelling and coding some words with final stable syllable sion today. Real quick though, normally the shun sound is spelled T-I-O-N. So you just kind of have to memorize which words have S-I-O-N. But if it's jen, then it's going to be S-I-O-N every time. Alright? So let's see what we can do.